class. It is time. Okay everyone, welcome to today's video. Oddly enough, the question that I get absolutely the most with any of these videos is, I've mentioned it a couple times, I've said it in school, but the breakfast that I eat. Of all the things, this is the thing that I get asked the most about. So I want to make for you French toast this morning so you can see what it is, see how I make it, see what's in it, and I think it'd actually be good Thanksgiving morning breakfast coming up. So let us begin. We'll pour in 250 grams of egg whites. Almost there, it is, okay. We'll do, let's see here, probably 100 grams of almond milk. That's about 70 grams, okay. We'll do another 2 to 3 grams of fake sugar. It's 2 grams right there. Some cinnamon, or else it doesn't make any sense. That's 3 grams right there. And some imitation vanilla, and stir it up. I really do think this would be a good Thanksgiving morning breakfast. Then this is just Village Hearth light Italian bread. It's 45 calories a piece. Why I think it'd be a good Thanksgiving morning breakfast. So this is what I've actually been doing for now over a week, and I plan to keep doing it. Thanksgiving, I always have a temptation towards overeating, so I don't want to not eat on Thanksgiving Day, but I want to be able to be in control. So again, that's why I'm eating this so late in the day. This is my first real meal for the day, because I've been eating later on so that on Thanksgiving Day, when I have an actual morning breakfast, and when I'm at home, my stomach won't be used to getting food so early, and I will be pretty full, so that when my family actually eats so I'll eat breakfast at 10:30 in the morning, and when my family actually eats dinner at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever, I will be less starving and able to probably contain myself a little better, hopefully. Set a timer for 5 minutes, and then pour the excess that's left over on the bread just to soak it all in. While that's cooking for the 5 minutes, I'll show you what I also like to make for my drink. So this is cold brew coffee just from Hy-Vee. And it was like $3 or $4. I can probably get 5 drinks out of it. A little dash of almond milk, unsweetened. Put a dash of Mrs. Buttersworth, sugar-free, so it's pretty low in calories. Finish that off, but it's not that much. Put a douse of sugar. And a half scoop of protein. This is the protein I use, but obviously any protein would work. This is vanilla. It'll taste just like one of those fancy drinks that you buy at the fancy coffee shops. You might be wondering why I am so intentional about what I eat. When I was ordained, I had to kind of self-diagnose myself with Dunlap's disease, and that's a very serious condition where your belly Dunlapped over your belt. I was ordained a lot heavier than I am now. When I was in my first assignment, my pastor wanted to get a little bit more healthy and be more intentional with his eating, so we together had a plan and did all this stuff together, and I lost a lot of weight. Then I was moved to Champaign, and didn't really want to have to ask my new pastor to keep paying for this whole program we were doing. So I had to kind of start researching myself, started to do intermittent fasting, and saw some success. When I got to Bloomington, I then halfway through the year started to do an anabolic diet, which is just high in protein, low in calories. I've seen some more success. So I don't diet for the sake of going to the beach. I diet because I struggle with eating too much, and I'm trying to not allow food to have power over me, but for me to have control of my life. That's why I'm passionate about what I eat, passionate about helping others to discover that they can live great lives. So I'm particular about what I eat, especially every morning. I believe this helps me to set up that I can get rid of all my hunger pains for several hours. Again, it's later on in the day, so I'm going to eat this, and then I have a couple of appointments, couple meetings, and try to go for a walk, as I said, and then I'll try to have another good dinner that does the same thing, curbs the hunger, but is something good that I actually like. So I'll be taking these off and giving them just a little bit of, again, Mrs. Buttersworth, sugar-free. So here we are, finally ready for a delicious breakfast. I say that the first bite is always the best bite, because it's delicious and there's so much more to come. So why ultimately am I passionate about what we eat and how we consume food and whatnot? Right, so when my first pastor started to ask me if I wanted to go on this diet with him, and I started to do it, I started to see in my life that, one, there were some things that were controlling me that I couldn't say no to, one of which was food. And so as I began to slowly take that control back, I began to see that I was living a happier life overall, right? And so I started to ask myself, well, what if I began to examine the other areas of my life? What would happen? What if I began to make sure I had a holy hour every single day? What if I ate right every day? What if I did some actual exercise every day? What if I started to push myself in the areas that I know that I have weaknesses? What if? The question of what if began to plague me. So when we do this channel and we can ask similar questions, I almost want to plague you with the same question. What if? What if you did begin to pray every day? What if you did sign up for an adoration time? What if you did love your spouse the way that you know you're called to? What if you did begin to exercise? What if? What would happen in your life? Would you really be less happy if you begin to do that? What if? Right, because at the end of the day, the worst thing that happens is you're not happier and you can go back, but you don't know. Not yet, at least. What if? What if I began to really live my life, regardless of my age, regardless of my gender, regardless of my finances? What if? I will post all the things that I use for this delicious meal in the description below. I hope that you do try it. If you have things you think would make it taste better and still be low in calories, feel free to let me know. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. I hope that God continues to bless you abundantly. But what if? What if you began to live it? God bless.